A couple of years ago, I set a personal record of finding 40 snakes in one night. Late this summer, I found another snaky trail and broke that record. It was a long night, but I did it. 55 snakes in one night. So tonight's goal, to find at least 50 snakes. Let's see if we can do it. First snake of the night, we've got a greater green snake up here. Greater green snakes are non-venomous and diurnal, but are common to find sleeping in trees at night. Snake number 2 is a red-banded snake. They are also non-venomous. Number 3 is another red-banded snake. These nocturnal snakes are very common to see at night. Snake number 4 is another greater green snake. Pay close attention to those glossy scales, the shape of its face, and the round eyes. As you can now see the difference compared to snake number 5, a venomous green tree viper. Note the triangular head, cat-like eyes, and matte green scales. Number 6 is another common red-banded snake, but this one has caught a frog. See how these snakes constrict their prey by coiling and squeezing them with their body. It's even salivating in anticipation for the coming tasty frog meal. These snakes generally prefer to eat frogs and toads, but will otherwise eat whatever they can fit in their mouths. Quite a cool observation. Another green tree viper perched up on a stick. Snake number 8 is a cat snake. These are relatively common, but not so commonly seen as the previous snakes. They are mildly venomous and primarily arboreal, so they can be seen actively hunting among the branches for sleeping birds or lizards. They are a very elegant snake, so I always enjoy seeing them moving around. They are not dangerous to humans. Another red-banded snake rushes off the path. Snake number 10, a many-banded krait here. The many-banded krait is considered one of the most venomous snakes in the world, but they are very shy and rarely bite, so despite their status, they are not so dangerous. Snake number 11 is another greater green snake, as is snake number 12. 14 is another green tree viper, but this one has found a nice perch right above a small stream. Then another red-banded snake. And more greater greens. Another hongbanshe hiding in this rocky cleft. A green tree viper way down among the undergrowth. And snake number 20, a red-banded snake. These are non-venomous, but quite bitey, so I don't want it to come down onto my hand. Anyway, these are fairly common. We've seen a few tonight, and I'm sure we'll see more, so I'll set it on its way. Snake number 21 is another less common snake, a little mock viper. These grumpy-looking snakes are mildly venomous and diurnal, but often sleep in trees too. Green snakes again. But this green tree viper appears to be a newborn. It's very tiny. This Taiwan habu is being very photogenic, where it is probably hoping for a frog to come by for dinner. These highly venomous pit vipers are also fairly common in Taiwan, so I'm sure we'll see more. There are actually a cluster of trails in this area, so I'm going to walk on various different trails rather than just one and increase my odds. So far so good. Snake number 25 is another green tree viper, but this observation is a little more special. If you look closely at its body, you can see the shape of a recent meal bulging through the skin. It appears it has recently eaten a Japalura lizard. That may cause some indigestion. Next up, we have both snake number 26 and 27 right next to each other. As you can probably tell by now, green tree vipers are by far Taiwan's most common snake. 28, another greater green sleeping in a tree. And snake 29 is another red-banded snake. Snake number 30, a Taiwan habu, a venomous pit viper, so I won't get too close. That means another 20 to go. But snake number 31 is something special. So I just got a quick look at a cobra. Unfortunately my camera was playing up, so I didn't get too much footage of it, but actually the footage is slightly better than I expected. A close look at the face and the hood. And there are the namesake glasses on the back of the hood. In Chinese they are called Yangmingshan, or glasses snake. Cobras have a kind of legendary status. They are highly venomous and put on a really impressive display. However, they are not dangerous if you keep your distance. And its tail disappearing into the rocks. 32 is another pretty green tree viper. 33, a red-banded snake. As you can tell, another of the most common snakes of Taiwan. Then a few more greater greens. Likewise, another of Taiwan's most common snakes. 35 snakes is pretty good. I'm just going to walk to the next trailhead and see if we can get the remaining 15. "37, our third Taiwan habu, coiled here waiting for action. Then surprise, more green tree vipers. Snake number 40, another green tree viper. It's hard to see its way up there. Anyway, so 10 more to go. That shouldn't be too difficult, I think. So let's get that 50. We're almost there. I was so tired, I forgot to mention. The record has been broken. Snake number 41 is another many-banded crate. Then, more common snakes. Some far, some near. So close to the goal of 50 snakes, I was falling asleep on my feet. But snake 45 really brought me back. Check it out, snake number 45, something really special. A red bamboo snake. These are rare snakes, and really pretty. Their colors and patterns vary as they age, but this one is a very pretty example of an adult. These are non-venomous rat snakes that, like cobras, are often drawn to rats associated with human development. This beautiful snake is a really special encounter. We can enjoy a good look at it moving around before it finds a hole in a rock wall. Then another green tree viper and a red-banded snake. But then we get another new species for the night. Snake number 48 is this adorable baby slug snake. These are also relatively common and feed exclusively on slugs and snails. Don't know if you can see it there. Snake number 49. Something pretty, a little baby wolf snake. Beautiful little snake. Let's have a closer look. Surprisingly, we haven't seen more, as they are generally quite common. One snake to go. So, snake number 50 was a little bit of an anticlimax. A little red banded snake that was disappearing down a hole. So we just got a real quick look at that. Anyway, pretty happy with that. I'm really tired. It's about 2:30 a.m. So I'm very keen to get home. Overall, a pretty amazing night. 50 snakes, already amazing. And the Cobra, the red bamboo snake, really topped it off. And I think off the top of my head we got at least 10 species of snake, I'd say. I've made a note of the snakes we found tonight, so I'll have a look later and see precisely what we did find. As I made my way back to the road, there were a couple more of the usual suspects. An astonishing 55 snakes for one night, albeit a late night. Amazing, really cool. Anyway, time for me to get home, get some sleep. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good night.